Come on over.
Oh, is everyone having a nice time today? Oh! That's Katie doing an accent.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
I have one. This is my impression of Katie telling a story.
No feet on here. No feet
Katie
on
telling a story that is really crazy.
Stop forgetting there's a straw there.
Okay, so the other day I was walking through the mall, and while I was walking through the mall, I was looking at all the clothes. I was looking at Charlotte Russe, I was looking at Forever 21, I was looking at H&M. I saw an H&M that they had a nice skirt, but I picked it up and I said no. So when I left H&M, and there was a guy in front of me. Now, he was walking. Now, remember, there was a guy in front of me. I just came out of H&M. And he was walking so slow in front of me. He was about 5'7", about 240 pounds. His pants were Banana Republic. He stopped walking, and he turned around towards me and he said, "Hello, miss. I saw your pink hair from when... Were you just an H&M, miss?" I looked down in my bag, and I said, "Oh my god, I was."
What is this accent you've given me?
It's just developed.
Okay.
Southern accent.
Oh no! So I turned around at him, and you know what he said to me? He was about 5'7", Banana Republic pants. He said, "Man, were you just in H&M?" And I said, "I sure was. Was I not? You were too. I saw you. You saw me. We saw each other.
You saw me!
He was on a horse. I was on a
We
cow.
saw each other! Then I asked him, "Were you following me through Charlotte Russe?" He said, "Ma'am, yes I was." "Ma'am, yes I was. Clippity clop, baby. My horse was coming right up behind you, baby."
Good lord, no, I was following you.
Good lord, I was following you all day, baby. And then I found out that I was being stalked that day.
Charlotte Russe, I was peeping on her ruse.
So he tried to get my phone number. He put his number into my phone. I think it was 516
Oh.
494.
Oh, we have to bleep it out,
Oh. Instead of 0, O. Is that an East Coast thing?
And
I
then
didn't come on this podcast to be shit on.
There's no podcast right now!
And then I got in my car and I went home. And now, moral of the story: forgot my skirt at H&M. Only picked up a tank top.
No, you just get sidetracked a lot.
That was really genuine. Yours was like a joke, but true. His was like, no, yeah, she does get sidetracked a lot, doesn't she? That stupid bitch. Yeah.
Didn't say the stupid bitch part, but...
Do me.
Okay, Diana.
I did an impression of you and your brother earlier today. So if you see Matt at a party, you'll be like, "Hi Matt, how are you?" "I'm good. Hey, have you seen this video of a balloon animal that came to life?" And you see Diana at a party. "Hi Diana, how are you?" How is such a funny word? Who thought of how?
How is such a funny word?
Am I wrong?
How is such a fun... It's the head back. How is such a funny word? Like, she's wistfully thinking into the distance. How is such a funny word?
Diana, do me.
Wait, I want you guys all to do me first.
Okay, Katie, you go.
Yeah.
No, made with cheddar.
Give me my doodle snacks.
Yes.
Doodle snacks. Give me my doodle snacks.
I love those snacks.
Doodle
There
snacks.
we go.
Okay.
Where's my
Okay.
Everly?
Everly.
Share those thoughts. Share those thoughts with the class.
Chris! Get your feet away from me! Ta ta ta.
Ta ta ta.
No, it has to be ta ta ta.
You stole dot dot dot.
I stole that from you. So bad. You know what? Such as life is stolen from me, so I had to steal back.
Itadakimasu.
What? Diana, do a Chris impression.
Okay, Chris impression. Wait, I like doing Chris talking to a waiter. Oh, can I have this?
That's Katie.
No, you will make the smile.
No, you're like, hi.
Oh, the beta male smile.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
No, it's like you have like a nervous smile, like, yes, can I have this? Oh, thank you so much.
No, you always are the, hi.
Yeah.
You also point at the menu like,
Yeah.
like, oh, can I have a French onion soup? But like the menu is completely turned around, like the waitress or when you can't fucking read what you're saying. So you have to point at what you want, even though you said what you
When
wanted.
Belly's waiting on us, I'm terrified of you.
Good. Good. Come on. Oh, you already did it.
That's what it was.
Me? That was a really good one, Diana. Do you have one? Let me think, because there's so many I can do.
Oh, there's just so many I can do.
There's
I
so many.
have so many. I just can't think of one. How did this turn into this?
Oh, because I just wanted to shit on Katie.
Wow.
That's why it started.
What's normal?
I think I shat on her first.
Wait, that's how I meant.
And then I just made it funny.
Yeah.
I feel like that's Katie with the waiter. Have you ever seen Katie order anything?
That my
No,
she's
she's
like voice is different.
Hey,
Can I have this? Oh my god.
Do you think I could
so
get this
much.
salad? Do you think I could get?
She's
Oh
not
my God,
nervous
thank you
about
so
it.
much.
She's like smiling and she's just like, I'm trying to be
What the
so
fuck flew at my
pleasant
nose?
with my
Glitter.
waitress.
I probably have half a lung full of glitter.
Waitering?
Yeah. You are just trying to be really hard to be pleasant, where Chris is just nervous.
True, yeah, that's very
good.
true. That's very
That's very
true.
good, yeah.
I'm horrified. I shake. Say, look at my hands next time I order. I'm like, that's strawberry, girl. This was in a bath bomb?
Yep.
Oh, I got one. We're doing a podcast, we're having fun, and we're even hanging out with our friends.
What is that?
And we're even hanging out with our friends.
Who is that?
Have you not been doing that very, very recently?
I love doing that.
Thank you. Diana's laughing, Belly's looking down, and I'm even having fun.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you're talking
That
about
just clicked, like...
Yeah.
You're talking about when I do like Diana's room's great. It has jars, glasses, and even a little bag.
And even a little...
Katie doing impressions is so funny.
Why is it funny?
Because, like, it's just a little bit, like, it's accurate, but it doesn't register because it's just like you. It's still just you.
Yeah, that is kind of true. That is kind of true. It's like Katie impersonating Chris impersonating Katie. It's an impersonation of an impersonation.
We have spray, cans, and even a little donut.
And even a little bag.
Do one right now. I talk like this all the time.
We're in a room, there's a doorknob, and wow, there's even stuff.
That
wasn't
Nothing!
That wasn't good.
It's even stuff.
It's just nothing!
Anna, you do one.
That was just nothing! That was just
No thinking, no thinking, just do. Just go.
I'm wearing my shirt right now.
Yay! Good for you, Diana! She's naked all the time. Yay, Diana! Woo!
I'm naked all of the time.
Diana, I love you. That was awful.
I hate being naked. I think I'm gonna get like poop flakes everywhere.
I love being naked.
I hate being naked.
I used to hate it. Now I just crawl around that way. I just squirm around on my blankets.
I just crawl
naked.
around like that.
The
gonna get
thing
butt
that we're
hurt.
all
Yeah,
sitting
I
on
just
right
crawl
now.
I'm
around
gonna get
that
rectal
naked.
particles.
Yeah.
That's.
Little
Do you
bra-
wash your ass?
Little brown spores. Yes, I wash it very good, but I'm just paranoid still. It's still an asshole.
Do belly.
Well, I still have to do Chris.
You haven't done Chris.
I haven't done Chris yet.
Oh my
I'm
god.
still trying to think of like a good Chris thing.
If you don't stop that.
The one thing that just always comes to mind, like that keeps on coming to mind, is whenever we have a conversation, and you always say this one thing. Like, you always do this one thing where, like, we'll be like it'll be like anybody. Like, we'll be like talking to her, like, oh wow, I never thought of that.
I do.
Yeah, you do that like all the time. Like, you know what I mean?
Actually, yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like, we'll be having a conversation and
Oh.
like
okay.
we'll
And
be
when it's like a
talking.
serious conversation.
Yeah. It's like that's exactly how it is. Like, we'll be having a conversation and you do this the same way every time. Someone says a statement. There's a pause.
I do that when I haven't thought of the thing. What if I never thought of it that way before?
But you do it in the same manner every single time. Yeah, I never thought of that. You're right. Wow, I never thought of that. Every time.
Maybe you
very
two just
true.
don't blow my mind.
What are you talking about?
If you never heard me say it.
I have heard you say it.
Yeah. I never
I
even heard
literally
myself say
agreed and I said, yeah, when we're having a serious conversation, I put my input in.
But the only reason why it's that I'm making fun of it is because it's the same way every time.
It is.
It's that same manner. There's a 2-second break. Oh yeah, you're right. I never thought of that.
it. I wonder where I got that from.
And it's so genuine. It's so
It is really
genuine, but it's
genuine.
exactly like that. It's like a 3-step process. Diana, do an
Which
impression of me.
Wait, hold on. Which is really funny because
Diana! I cannot even listen to what you're saying right now!
I think Billy goes, I love your laugh.
you scared me. You just screamed in my
Billy
right
scared
ear.
me fucking a handful of times from laughing.
You scared me like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I went,
I think my favorite thing right now to impersonate Belly is when Belly tries to do the auto-tone, but like in real life,
Auto-tune,
but like
yeah.
the auto-tune, but like you can't do it in person, so Belly be like, that's amazing. And I'm like, what?
we're going to Diana's house. We're going to Diana's.
And it's like, Belly, you can't do that in person.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, that's shitty.
I do it all the time.
Thank you.
I think
Point
it's
and
fun.
set.
Belly, take out the garbage. Help your old man out. No.
Oh, can we end this podcast with me playing Last Christmas and we all singing it together on the ukulele?
Yeah.
Last Christmas,
Christmas,
I gave you my heart, but the very next day,
I don't like singing with
Diana
Katie.
fucking sucks.
Was gay.
Why don't you like singing with Katie?
She gets so.
I'll give it to someone special.
I think it scarred me when
Last
All I Want for Christmas Is You came on.
I
When there was
fucking
Starbucks.
hate that song.
She was having
love
sex
book. No, I
with
was not.
a song.
No, I
Yes.
was not. I was not.
All I Want for Christmas Is You came on. What?
You.
Katie in the Starbucks. Me and Jackie sitting there.
I don't want you to. I literally was on fucking time, and even then,
you fucking
fucked it up. Is that the same?
Do it again.
No,
Try again.
no.
I don't want a lot for
Christmas.
We'll do it again later.
I can do it now.
Okay, do it now. No, we're doing it later. That's not.
I'm not very good.
That's not the
Ew,
beat.
Katie.
There is just one thing I need.
And Baby, all I want for Christmas is you. Ooh, baby.
I hate that song.
Me too.
Hello,
Is it on?
Wildcast.
Wildcast.
Is the podcast
Wow.
going?
Hello, Vomulon.
Welcome to past 20 minutes, Diane.
Hello,
Wait, has it really
Vomatron.
been on this whole time?
Yes.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Oh, is it I did? Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Hi, podcast. This is Belly. Is it? Am I starting? Is that what's happening now?
I
Yeah,
guess
sure.
you are now.
Sure. How did it start?
I said, "What's up?"
Wait, hold on.
No one can see.
Let me get
swoosh,
cool
my
with it.
man.
Let me get cool with it. Let me get cool with it. Whoosh.
Oh, for the love of dear God.
Imagine, dear God.
Yes.
Can we all start the podcast by lifting our shirts and slapping our bellies? Come on, do it. Come on.
I'm not gonna do that.
Intro it. Go, Belly, go.
We'll start the podcast by doing squats.
Oh!
Flap.
Gucci flip flop. I will sit in the top.
Hello, hello, castman. This is your Captain Veli speaking. We are on flight 747.
That's the flight that went down.
That was the joke.
Oh man.
Oh, does that mean we get to disappear?
That means we get to die, bitch!
Can we just? What's
Yo, it disappeared!
Yo, black box is gone, bitch!
Yeah, I just want to be gone. Can we go to the Bermuda Triangle?
Can I finish my fucking intro?
Bermuda. Ooh, I wanna take you to
Finish it.
to Bahamas.
No, that doesn't rhyme. Bermuda? They never sing about Bermuda.
Take it to Bermuda.
Bermuda's not a good place.
Come on, pretty mama.
I cut out whenever Katie sings. Confession.
Potato.
That's where we wanna go.
Wait.
Go.
In New York, concrete jungle, wet dream tornado.
There's nothing you can't do.
I feel like we've already sung like Kokomo on the podcast.
We've never.
Can I please
Okay.
just do my intro?
Is sperm
Diana?
You kind of started off the intro with something very devastating. I don't know if I wanted to keep going.
I'm starting the intro.
Belly yelled at me.
Good.
We have it. We have like a the this of it.
That was so
Hi,
good,
welcome to
Diana.
Podcast 7. My name's Chris. I voiced Muffy on Arthur, but was uncredited.
Hey, it's Belly, guys.
Hey, it's really guys.
Happy holidays. My favorite holiday is me.
Hi, podcasts. This is Diana here. I love stepping.
Hi, podcast. My name is Katie, and my left leg is more famous than my right. You know what I mean?
Oh, she was telling the truth. That's boring.
Thank you.
Oh, she was telling the truth. That's boring.
Are you saying all y'all are liars? Because that's not very nice of you, y'all. I'm just telling you.
Everyone can know that about your famous leg if they go find it on the internet.
I can easily find my leg on the internet.
Okay.
There's plenty of it around there to
exactly
go,
the
honey.
point. Can anyone find out that I love stepping on the internet? No, they can't.
Has anyone here-
reaching they can try?
Has anyone here ever seen gang violence?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay.
Diana.
Dana, who was your first video game or cartoon crush?
Have we spoken about this before?
No.
Well, first of all, there were two
Well.
from the same game. And
What game?
Spyro.
Oh, wow.
And Spyro was my first crush because he was like super
Diana's a furry.
cool. Oh, not yet.
Do it in
Not yet.
person.
But my first girl
You're a
crush
furry, dude.
was Bianca from the third game, Year of the Dragon. Because she was so
Diana's a
sexy,
furry.
though.
Have you ever looked up Rule 34 of her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she's like really cute and like I know that everyone's now gonna be into her because they remade it, but she was mine first, and like I don't like that now I have competition. I don't.
Isn't
like
it
that.
infuriating
Like,
when you show someone something and they're not interested, and then months later they're fucking way into
I
it?
literally don't care. What I care about is that people are,
It is.
they're like talking about Bianca, like they're fake fans. You
Who's
know?
talking about Bianca?
Bianca is the hottest of all of the Spyro characters.
Okay, but who's talking about Spyro?
Spyro just came out.
She brought
That's
it up.
fine. Who's talking about it?
Stop saying talking.
Literally everybody is.
Who?
You're
everyone's
literally
talking
giving me an
about-
aneurysm.
Everyone is talking about how hot and sexy Bianca is.
Who?
I will fight them for
Who
her
is
because
everybody?
they didn't like her back in the day.
Diana,
I
just
knew-
because you're in a room full of mirrors doesn't make it everybody when it's
I'm
you
telling
that you're talking
I'm
to.
literally telling you right
Bianca's
now.
great. She's got legs, thighs, and even a tail.
I saw her true potential back in the PS1 days, and now people only now that she's all like
Her true potential.
Yeah, I saw her for who she was
Who she
inside.
was.
Yeah, and now that she's all fancy and like good graphics and whatever, everybody's like sucking up to her. But it's just like, I knew you, Bianca. I knew you.
That's why she stayed with you.
Diana has a
That's why
pig
she
in her wardrobe.
I do.
A pig?
It's not a real saying, but it sounds like it is. That man has a pig in his wardrobe.
Yeah.
that man's got something to hide. Who was your video game crush?
My first video game?
Yeah,
crush?
yeah, yeah.
My first video game crush. What was my first video game?
Mine was Nancy from Snowboard Kids.
I have no idea what that is.
She's irresistible.
Oh.
Her nose is as big as her head.
Whoa! Whoa!
I love the nose that you
And
can
I
just
love
climb
it.
inside.
A nose that you can just climb inside.
I also love Glover
Clever?
and Yoshi.
See, yours aren't real, but mine were. Like, I was telling the truth.
I love Nancy. I can feel my heartbeat.
I don't remember. Okay, I'm gonna go off the one that like I remember the best, which would be Final Fantasy VIII, and that would be Zell. Zell. He had a face tattoo. He was annoying as shit.
Okay.
He loved hot dogs. He was impish and scampy, and he's a hot tamale.
Do you like hot tamales?
No.
I used to really like them.
Did you ever like when you were playing? Was there ever like a part where you can like stand?
You had to pause the game and just get one out.
No, like stand next to him. Like he was there. And
He
it was,
just
like,
grinned and nodded at me.
Because I never played 8, but was there ever a part where he was like standing out, like where you can move around and it wasn't like in a cutscene that you could just like stand next to him and you just like stay there?
Yeah, did you zoom the camera up on his parts? He's like
Did
a
you hear
boss.
that, like, that shake in my voice?
Yeah, you got scared.
Oh no, I've been found out.
Did you?
No, I don't remember any type of, like, cutscenes. Like, not
Isn't he a
cutscenes,
bad guy?
No.
Zell? I don't know.
No.
I don't fucking know.
See,
He's a
that
good
sucks
guy.
for
He's
you.
in shorts. How is he gonna be a bad guy? No bad guys in shorts.
It's true.
No bad guys, I'm sure.
There
What
was
bad guy would be in shorts? What bad guy would be in shorts? You're gonna tell me right now. You're gonna
Carl
tell me right
Weezer.
now that if you found Ganon
Ganondorf.
at the very end of the game, and he's like,
Link, I will destroy the world. He's literally wearing cargo shorts. There's that one game where he has
no, he doesn't.
No, there's that one game where he has a what's the fuck? It's not a fedora. What's it actually called?
A bowler?
No. God, what's the actual
Pork
name?
pie?
the Trilby.
Trilby. There's that one game where Ganondorf has a Trilby.
Oh,
Which game is that?
I don't know. It's a Game Boy one.
The bad one.
See, that sucks for you because in the third Spyro game, there was like this really pretty level that was like crystals, and I like.
It was like she's
I would fly to one of like the prettier like things because you had to fly everywhere. They were all like islands in the sky in like the outer space, and I'd fly to the pretty island and I'd just be like take in the romance of it and like.
With
like,
Bianca.
I know with Spyro because like there wasn't too many.
Diana,
things. But I
you're
also-
a furry, Diana.
It's actually a furry.
I was
just
loving
saying
it. I
it.
just like kind of just be like, this is so romantic.
Diana, would you fuck Spyro?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I was
Diana's
like
a
a little
confirmed
girl
furry.
then. Like it was okay because he's like a little baby dragon. But back in the day, I was a little girl too, so it was like
It's
fine, dude. Age-appropriate.
It's fine. Everybody's a little bit furry. It's okay.
I think you.
I'm not worried about that. I'm saying that it wouldn't be age appropriate now because
you-
he's like a young dragon, but it was. Back
Did you
in
used
the
to do
day.
camera manipulations, like standing up against a wall so the camera would get close to him?
Yeah. So you can see his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if Spyro looked at you and he went, Diana? But you never got him to do it ever again.
I would literally die.
Diana, I see you rubbing. Wow!
Oh my god.
Diana, your girlhood is trembling.
Tell me, did you guys pass your
Okay, Helga.
driving test the first time you
No.
did it?
Yes.
Tell me the story about the mean person who didn't forgive you.
Oh no, it was totally my fault. The area that I was in was like bougie and like everything was just super nice there and there was just vines everywhere, right?
Hold on, you can cut it out maybe, but where'd you take it?
I don't remember.
You don't care.
I don't remember. This was like 10. This was
Sidetracking.
I'm literally asking. I'm genuinely
Sidetracking.
curious.
over 10 years ago, but there were vines everywhere, covering everything. There was a stop sign covered in vines
Nice.
that I couldn't see. So I just kind of blew right through it, and they were like, stop at the stop sign. I was like, there's a stop sign, and I failed.
That's inadequate Diana fashion.
I hated when I first took my driving test because I got this angry Jamaican man, and I sat down, I buckled up, and then I looked with my eyeballs to the mirror, the rearview mirror, and then the side mirror, and then I made sure nothing was there, and I went, and he went, "Why didn't you look in your mirror?" And then he wrote something down, and I said, "I looked in my eyes, and then ever since then, I was like this. I was so exaggerating my neck and everything, and he still wrote me down. I failed.
Oh. No, I passed. I got
And
it.
I asked him, "Can you buckle up?" I said, "Would you buckle up?"
You're a dickhead.
No, because he didn't buckle up.
He wasn't buckled in the whole
No,
ride?
because he had his little clipboard and everything, and I went, buckle up, and then he didn't.
Oh.
He said no.
Oh, good.
Oh, man.
Well, that's very good. And then he failed you.
Yes.
You failed.
Nice.
Great.
I thought it was a trick. I thought it was like a trick question.
I thought I was gonna fail because he had told me to make a left, and by the time he told me to make a left, I was literally already halfway past where he wanted me to make a left, and he said, "Why didn't you make a left back there?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you wanted me to make a left there. I'm sorry, I'll make a left here." And he's like, "All right, make a left here." So I was like, okay, like I didn't listen to him, so now I'm gonna fail. And when I got my little ticket thing back that tells you how many points you get off, because you're allowed a certain amount of points off without failing, it had a 0 on it, which is good. That means I got no points. I was like, okay. So I passed.
There you go.
I was like, all right.
Well, I have a story. I passed my driving test, but I failed my first permit test.
Okay.
And so, funny thing about that, went to the DMV, you know, little 18-year-old Billy being like, ooh,
Billy's shirt is actually unbuttoned.
and I'm getting sexy. So I walk up through the line, and they're like,
Sexy at the DMV.
they're like, "Are you here for your permit?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I go to the
Ooh,
like, I
little
go to take my
18-year-old. Are you here for
permit.
your permit? Yeah, I am.
I go into the room. I'm the only one there
Oh.
for this permit
The
test.
written test? It's a written test, right?
Yeah, I'm the only one in this huge room.
Were you scared?
No, I was just like, okay. So I fill out my thing. I hand it in. I got over half of it wrong.
Oh.
Over half of it wrong.
Sucks.
Hold on. So then after that, they were like, "Oh, well, you know, there's not really that many people here today. Just go through the line again and you can let's retake it." And I was like,
wow.
"Oh, really?" And so like I went through the line again. They were like, "Oh, yeah. And I was like, "Yeah." And so I went back into the permit room and
Yo,
did it.
try this one.
Yeah. And then
Was
I passed.
it a different test?
Different
Different questions? It was the same
It was the
stuff?
same one.
Did he circle which ones, like, oh, you got this wrong? Did he circle the right
yeah.
answer?
They go over it with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they tell you why.
Yeah. And then so then I redid it and then I passed with a 90. Still got one wrong.
Oh!
That's okay.
I gotta tell you this story because I was going with Charles, remember him?
Yeah, we remember that
To
guy.
get his driver's license.
Whoa.
And it was me, Charles, and Charles' mom. And Charles' mom was in the passenger seat, and I was in the back seat. Charles' mom got out and let the instructor in. And
They allowed you in the car while he was taking his test?
Charles took the test. He hit a garbage pail, like full on, like.
Oh my god.
And she's like, "Oh man, you hit the garbage pail," and I just went, "Ha!" And then the woman turned around and went, "Who are you?" She didn't know I was in the car, and I got so nervous because she's like, "You're not supposed to be here."
Oh my god.
Because the whole ride, I was trying to be like, respectful. Like, I don't want to interfere.
But she actually just had no idea.
No, because I scared the fucking shit out of this old woman because she turned around and went, "Who are you?" And I said, "I'm his friend." And she said, "You're not supposed to be here." And then when we dropped her off, she went, next time you take the test, take it alone next time."
Oh, so he failed.
She said that to me. Yeah. Oh God, he failed. He hit a garbage pail like the garbage pail fell over. It was a metal garbage pail too. You don't even see those anymore.
Oh my god.
god.
Like to the point where he hit it and then he had to back up to go around.
Oh my god.
This garbage pail like right now.
That's so bad.
How long did you go without her noticing that you were in the back seat?
Like
Like 10 minutes or 30 seconds?
at least 10 minutes. Like it was
Oh my
like
god.
right before we went back to the start.
Oh my god.
Who are you? What?
He hit the garbage.
Garbage.
I was literally less than 2 feet away from this person.
Wait.
And she had no idea.
Garbage pail. More like garbage impale. Am I right?
More like garbage fail. That's it.
Funnier than mine.
That's what the instructor said. She went,
Suck.
garbage fail. Charles Whale, garbage fail.
Very good.
Can I talk about something real quick?
Oh god.
I don't. Where?
Everyone's upset.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
More
don't
about
even
Spyro?
know. I don't even know how to start this. So I was seeing this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I went over to his house.
Okay.
Right. And it was, things were gonna happen. We knew things were gonna happen.
Ew.
Right?
Sex?
Sex was gonna happen.
You guys
Sex was
jamming.
We got a jamming. And so he puts some music on, lowers the lights, whatever, the whole shebang.
Puts on some.
Wait, how did? Okay, so
Hold on.
you walked in the house. Then what happened?
Okay, so I walked in the house, took my shoes off, whatever, and he was like, "Hey, how are you?" I'm
He
like,
said,
"I'm
hold on. Let me take my shoes off.
good." I didn't say it that sexy, but
Give me a second.
so I walk in the house, I take off my shoes, get in the house. He's like, "Make yourself comfortable." I'm like, "All right."
Let me take my socks off too.
I'm thinking that maybe his parents are home because he was talking about his parents or whatever, and blah blah blah. Whatever. His parents weren't home.
First date? You're talking about parents?
Second date. So whatever. So we go upstairs to his room, and instantly he starts kissing me, and he wants to have sex. I was like, oh, maybe we should
He slammed you up
know.
against that wall, kissed your neck up and down.
No.
Why are you writing this fan fiction?
Fine, whatever. I get to his room, we start having sex, whatever. We start having sex. He turned on some music, he lowered the lights, whatever, the whole shebang. We're in the middle of having sex.
He's in you.
He's inside of me.
Okay.
Deep inside of me.
Ew.
He looks at me. He's on top. He's square in the fucking eye. Music is playing. Country music is playing. I can't remember for the life of me the song. But this motherfucker looks at me dead in the eye, and he starts singing to me. He starts.
He's looked at you in the eyeball inside you and sang to you.
Started singing.
What
the
song?
And you know what? It's not even. I can't remember.
Have whatever you like.
Bubble butt. Bubble butt.
Ba-da-da-da-da-bamba.
No.
He starts singing the Super Mario Brothers.
Oh my god.
I love the bubble.
He literally looks at you square in the face and goes, I dug my key into the side of his pretty little souped up four-wheel drive. I found a name into your big ol' puss. Boom! Because you again.
Not well. Oh,
Not well!
no! Oh my god! We had 2 rounds. It was 15 minutes, both fucking rounds.
Hey!
That's sad.
Horrible, and it was
Dr.
so bad.
Soft Dr.
And
Soft
he took forever to try and put on the condom.
There's
I was like-
2 ways to put on a condom. One way is the right way, and the other way is, oops, let me put it on the other way. You have to roll it down from the inside like a little hamster.
I
Like,
turned around and I was like, "Do you need any help?"
No!
And he was like,
Shut up!
"No." He's like, "No, I got it." And I was like,
He's like in the corner of the room, like, fuck. Fuck.
"No, he was literally doing that. He
He's
had his
crouching
leg up."
like a gargoyle.
No, Diana, I'm not even kidding. No, he was. I'm not even kidding. He was literally on his bed. He had one foot on there, and he was like, you can't see it, but he was like laying like this. He had one leg up, and he was like, hold on, 1 second.
Shit.
You gotta get into the good squatting position to get the condom on. You gotta
That's
get
not
like, a big
true.
squat.
What?
Yeah, that's what men have to do with their penises.
Diana,
Like
what?
this, and then you just kind of roll it down, think of a hamster eating a nut. You have to be in that position.
I thought of
rolling
hamster
it
too, but
down.
when he put it on the wrong way, you have to go inside and roll it down. You can't use that. Did you use that condom?
No, we didn't use that condom.
You can't use the condom.
I know
if you
we
put it
can't
on
use the
upside
condom, and I
down.
was like, and he's like, I'm gonna go get another one. I was like, yeah, you are gonna go get another one. 15 minutes.
Bought a 3-pack.
I did. I brought condoms with
wink
me.
Wonk.
Oh,
Wink
man.
wonk,
But long
dude.
story short, he fucking sang to me. He sang to me while we were having
Happy
sex.
birthday.
Sang to Roscoe Flats.
Oh my god.
Yo, what if he sang fucking
What hurts the most?
what if he sang fucking Fleetwood at you?
Oh, that would.
Yo, if
That
a,
would be
wait,
cool.
okay,
Wait, that would be
wait. If a dude was balls deep in me and then started perfectly emulating Stevie Nicks' voice in Rhiannon, bro, I came hands free.
Hands-free cum?
Hands free fucking cum, dude.
Hands-free fucking cum.
No, but the thing is, it wasn't even like he was like speaking up about singing. He literally like soft whispered like saying to me. So I can't remember the song.
eyes.
Literally looking at me straight in the eyes, and I was like,
You make yourself so vulnerable when
And I
you
said-
sing at someone.
And I was like, hey, can we switch positions? He was like, oh yeah, sure. I was like, can we do it
Dude,
from
I
behind?
love switch positions.
And he was like, I was like, can we do it from behind? He was like, yeah, sure. Because like, he, cool, great.
He looked me right in my brown eye and sang into it.
But my thought process was because I really don't want to look at you anymore.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't want to look at you. And then I was like, I was done after. I was like, oh. Okay.
And then he was hitting it from the back, and he leaned in again and forced you to listen to sing to him sing
I
every
dug
word.
my keys into the side of this pretty little something four-wheel drive. Caught my
Something.
souped up full of
Oh,
What if he whispered 3 blind mice into your beehole?
Into your
3
beehole.
blind mice. See how they run,
That was
babe.
the worst sex experience I've ever had.
Wait, did I ever tell you guys a story when I went out on that one Tinder date a really long time ago? When I got brown nosed.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
What?
No.
Oh, the person. Okay, the person was
Yeah.
I don't.
figuratively up your ass.
Yes. Conceptually.
Wait, no, I don't.
And
think
very
you told
We're
me.
literally just talking about anal sex. You talking about brown nose?
Yeah, no.
Did I never told you
I
guys?
don't think you told
I
me
feel like I
no.
might. Okay.
What does
Tell
that
it if you
mean?
did tell
I
it,
don't
'cause
know
I
what
don't
that
remember.
means.
So-
I'm too innocent.
So no, it literally means like what the word is.
So he stuck his.
So, a couple years ago, went out on a Tinder date with this one dude, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. I'm young, I'm fresh, I'm out in the scene,
No,
cute
we get it.
dude.
We get it. We get it.
Right, this is me trying to be, like Katie when she tells her stories, just really long-winded. Boom!
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck all of you.
So, I'm just kidding, Katie.
Are you? No, you're not. Oh my god! Why would you do that?
See, I can say that because I'm always long-winded.
Oh, that's fucking funny. Wow. Continue.
Anyway, so went on this one Tinder date, and so when we first met, we met at his hotel, and so like I was like really really nervous, right? And so he was just like, I don't know if he was like nervous or like whatever, but like he didn't really talk much, but like he was engaged, but like kind of like whatever. So I'm just like nonstop talking about whatever the fuck I can like think about
Oh, so you really are me.
yeah, no, I'm like
yeah.
stressed out as fuck the
Okay.
entire time because I like, it's like he's a cute dude and I'm just like, I'm a fucking schlub. Like, I don't know what to do with myself, whatever. We go out to this one. So he says to me, it was New York Fashion Week at the time. And he says to me, he was like, oh, I got this really cool after party that we're going to go to. Like, there's a lot of like really cool people there. And I was like, awesome, sick, cool. So we go to Chinatown and we go to this one like little hole in the wall bar. And so now the bar itself, right? So you walk inside and it's packed, right? So the actual bar, and then there's the bar on the right-hand side, stools in this little hallway, and on the left-hand side there's like this huge staircase, but it's from like the back side, so you can't actually go up the staircase. It's on the other side, if that makes sense. So now picture all that room, right? That little hallway is maybe the width of me. Now put like 17 stools in front of you in a single line filled with people. So we have to walk through this place, right? So he's like, oh, we gotta go in here, like this place is bumping, whatever. And I'm like, okay, I guess, whatever. So we go inside and there's like a lot of like really pretty people there. And then there's like the ugly models that like people are like, whoa, they're so different looking that they're cool.
I love ugly
Oh.
models.
Me too. So we walk inside and so like I like elbow my way through into the back, whatever. I'm expecting that there would be more room. No. So in the back of the bar, right? So now the actual size of the room itself is maybe 10 feet by 10 feet. Okay. Now imagine that with a DJ in the left-hand corner, 4 tables with seating around them, and literally
a 2x2 tiled square of a dance floor in the very center of it. I'm not kidding. Like, someone opened up Build in The Sims and then put one tile directly in the center and said, that's the dance floor. That was it.
Dance, motherfuckers.
So we sit down onto the side. We start drinking a little bit. You know, like, we're hanging out, talking, bullshitting, whatever. So the night goes on, and so, like, we're about to leave, and I'm like, finally, like, we're getting out of here. Awesome. So...
Oh, you hated it.
Oh, I hated everything that was going on there.
Did you...
But then...
Yes.
Now, this part made me want to throw myself out of the window.
Okay.
So, as we're about to leave, I'm like, yes, finally, we're getting the fuck out of here, fine. As we're about to leave, Kate Bush, DJ puts on Kate Bush, okay? He turns to me and he goes, this is my favorite song, we need to go dance. And I just stood there. And
Kate Bush happened to you?
Literally, Kate Bush came screaming out of the bathroom and just the entire time. So we're on this one by one, okay? So now he has his eyes closed, his head cocked back. He's like, oh, like really, like, you know, like getting into it, like body rolls, all of it. I'm standing there with a drink because I'm not drunk enough around this person that I do not know to really be like, let's get it poppin'. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I love to dance. Dancing is like my jam.
It was like a first date, right?
Right, it was like a first date, and like I'm not like, and it's a 1x1 square. I have a gin and tonic in one hand. I'm not kidding. I'm doing it that awkward like straight dude like
yeah.
Like the one hand with my drink, kind of sipping it sometimes, making a snap with the other hand. That was literally how I was dancing for 3.5 minutes straight to Wuthering Heights by Kate Bush. So after that,
Wuthering Heights.
We leave. We go back to his place. So we go back to the hotel room and we walk inside and he's like, oh, I'm gonna get, like, he literally was like, I'm gonna freshen up a little bit. And I was like, okay.
Ew.
But now here's the fun thing. So you walk inside of his little fucking hotel room, right? And so now in his hotel room, the bed itself takes up the entire room.
Oh, I've been in a bedroom like that.
Yeah, the bed itself takes up the entire room itself entirely. And right behind it, there's a window. Okay? There's like a huge window that like overlooks out over the street and like the building across the way,
is it
whatever
gorgeous?
like that. No. I think this is like nearby like Columbus Circle maybe.
It's by a Wendy's.
So I was like, okay, cool. So like I got into the bed and I'm like chilling, whatever. Look in front of me, realize that the bathroom itself has a floor to ceiling panel of glass.
Oh.
So anything that if the curtain is open, you see what's going on in there. And he's like full-mindedly like getting naked, like while he's like, yeah. And I'm like
So
sitting
you
like
saw everything.
everything. And so I'm like,
That's
I'm
such a weird
uncomfortable.
design.
Like I don't like this. Because like don't get me wrong, like me going there, I was like, we're about to bone. Like I know that that's what's gonna happen. But like that whole experience itself, me watching through like this pane of glass, I was like, this is weird. Like what is going on in here? So he comes out. He's in his boxers. I'm still in my turtleneck blazer and skinny jeans. I looked cute that day. So he's like, oh, why don't you like, you know, get a little more comfortable.
Get nude.
Yeah, and I was like,
fucking
okay.
naked.
So like we're getting jamming, you know, busy, whatever. And so I go to him, I'm like, oh, can I go, like, I want to eat you out. Are you into that?
Ew.
And he was like, no, I'm not really into that, but I want to eat you out. And I was like, sure, fine. So I assume the position, and I'm like on all fours. I'm looking outside of this window.
Is this when he punched you as hard as he could in the butthole?
Yes.
You threw up.
So, yeah, I screamed so loud.
Wait, what happened?
No, that's not
Oh my
what happened.
god.
So,
I was okay.
so I'm like, you know, I'm like on my elbows and I'm on my knees and I'm looking outside and I'm like, you know, I'm like arching my back. I'm like being
Enjoying
real
the
hot
view.
about it, you know.
Yeah.
So now he's like kissing me from like down the small of my back, like over my butt cheeks, you know, going down the
The whole
area,
thing.
whatever, the whole shebang, right? But now I begin to feel a little bit of a wetness on my undercarriage, if you will, my taint area, right before the balls, and then I begin to feel a bit of a nudging.
I have heard this story.
towards my butthole.
Oh no.
Okay? And so now I'm like on all fours, having this tongue on my taint and a nose in my butthole, and I'm like, what is he doing? Why is he doing that? Like, I'm so very sobering now. I'm sober. I'm stone cold sober.
Smell inside.
So I am like looking outside this window, and it occurs to me, he can't find my butthole.
I'm
Wait,
looking
what?
out this window.
What?
Could not figure out where my butthole was.
Sorry, my
And-
name's Billy. I have the smallest petite butthole.
And I literally, I'm not kidding, I was looking outside of that window, staring into every single other person's window in the building across from us, just wondering, like, what are they doing? I was disassociating so hard.
Yeah.
Not because it was, not pleasurable. There was no pleasure, there was no displeasure. I was just stagnantly in the middle. I was neutral about all of it.
Oh my God.
And I literally just had to, like, separate completely from the scenario.
You can't.
Just to get, like, just to be like, yeah, this is happening.
You
and
can't
that's...
like say like a little higher, dude. You can't do that.
I literally can't be like, hey, dude,
Oh, no.
missing the hole, bro.
No,
like, X marks the spot, buddy.
You just have to
No.
say.
Gotta
"Thank
find the
you."
map.
I have done that. I have been like,
Spot.
nope, wrong spot. Nope, higher. Nope, lower. Nope, higher.
Simon
I'm sorry.
says.
If you're missing it, you're missing it.
I
I'm
should.
gonna
I
tell
wish
you that
I
you're
would have
wrong.
done that. I didn't have the goal when I was 22.
No,
Katie.
I'm 23.
God, I didn't have the goal. Okay.
Jeez Louise.
It's alright.
Yeah, and then I proceeded to make him come twice, and then I left in the morning.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
I'm good at sex, and he was not. He didn't make me come one time.
Oh, stupid idiots.
So depressing.
Didn't feel bad about it?
He didn't feel bad about anything. He's got a stupid bowl cut now, so I don't care.
Can I tell the story about what happened when we were gonna order pizza? And I called Diana and I said, Diana, is there any pizza places by you that will serve vegan pizza? And she goes, vegan pizza? What's on pizza? Oh, the egg. And there was just a moment of silence after. Oh, the egg.
I thought there was egg in the dough.
I think there is, right?
No, there's
no, there's
not.
not egg in the dough.
No, there isn't.
No, not cheese.
It's just not cheese.
Literally, I'm not kidding. Every single person that I'm friends with who is not in our friend group, that whenever I talk about you, Diana, that's the first story I open up with.
Was there anything you saw that just traumatized you as a little kid? And it might not even be scary, but just something that you saw that fucking terrified you. Because, like, games and stuff used to do that to me.
I have something, but it was something as a teenager, and it's not really traumatizing, but it's something that I've never forgotten. Okay, so when I was in high school on the bus driver would always listen to this, like, talk radio show, right? And people would call in about whatever they're talking about and put their input, right? So one day, they were talking about how beautiful people tend to have ugly children. That was their opinion, is that beautiful people tend to have ugly children. So they start taking callers to give their opinion, and some lady is just like, yeah, guys, I totally agree with you. Like, all of my beautiful friends have the most beautiful children. Like, they're so good looking. And the talk show people are like, we were saying that beautiful people have ugly children, but that's great. And she's like, oh, okay. And then the phone hangs up. And, like, she must have been really embarrassed, right, at that moment.
Yeah.
To said the completely wrong thing on the radio. And that's one thing. But I've thought about that periodically for the past 10 years.
Oh, I hate shit like that.
I have been thinking about this poor woman for the past 10 years and her embarrassing moments. How many embarrassing moments have I had, or have had anyone else had, that some random person that you have no idea who they are
thinking about it.
and have been thinking about for the last 10 years? I think about that all the time. But the nice thing about this is whenever I think about this woman, I also think, I hope she's doing well. Like, that sucked for her. I hope you're doing well,
She
lady.
just loves her friends. She loves her friends' kids. She thinks they're all beautiful.
She wanted to say a nice thing on the radio, and she just looked like an
She
idiot.
felt flat.
An example that made me think of this was, I remember when I was really little. Do you remember Adventureland? Do you remember the haunted house at Adventureland?
Oh, yeah.
There was this one diorama or whatever. It's just, okay, for anybody, the haunted house, you sit in a little car and you go through these, like, little diorama, like these little rooms with things. Dioramas, yeah.
Little room of things.
These little rooms, and they have, like, mannequins and monsters and stuff that blows air and stuff, yeah. There was this one where it was just a glass case, and I never forgot this, a glass case with a woman's legs, like a mannequin's legs, and it just had a green light. It was just legs, a green light, and the legs were like laying down, a green light, and woman's legs in a little glass case, and when the car went past it, it just went... And for some reason, I was terrified. I couldn't ride that ride anymore because I didn't want to see the green legs. They were like little high heel legs.
Oh, no.
And I didn't know what was happening. I couldn't ride the ride anymore.
I think one thing that traumatized me the most, which I'm sure a lot of people have had happen, was my dad showed me, back then when they had that pop-up scare and it was like the car driving through the meadow. My dad, we had the computer room kind of like upstairs, and my dad said, come here, and he brought me and my brother upstairs, and he said, oh, here, watch this video. I want to show you this car. I think I'm going to buy it for your mom. Like, my mom wasn't there. My mom was actually in the back behind the wall listening the whole goddamn fucking time.
Oh.
Knowing what was going to happen to her kids. So my dad's like, oh, I think I'm going to buy this car for your mom, but I want your kids' input. Like, what do you think? So
what do you think, 5-year-old kids? Like,
literally, exactly.
Has no experience with cars.
My dad is like, here, watch this video. And of course, it's the video of the car going down or whatever. And then it's like, with that lady.
It's a green goblin woman that goes,
yes. So me and my brother went, and we ran into our room because it was upstairs, and I barricaded, like, I was so little that I still had, like, a gate in front of my door, right? So
a baby gate.
I barricaded myself in front of that gate, and my dad was like, oh, I'm so sorry, it was just a joke, I'm so sorry, and my mom's, like, laughing her ass off in the background, as my mom does, and my dad's like, I'm so sorry.
Your mom literally said, I'm not sorry.
I remember, like, my mom laughing her ass off, like, why isn't my mom coming in to, like, console me? And my dad was, but, like, it's my mom, that was the funniest thing, which, in hindsight, it was pretty funny. My dad was like, hey! Sorry, my alarm. So my dad was like, I'm so sorry, and I just remember going, I hate you so much, why would you do that? And I'm crying, and at this point, like, I wasn't scared anymore, but I was milking it, and I was like, why would you do that? That's not nice, blah, blah, blah.
Have you ever made a mistake and you felt so bad, like Katie's dad in that story? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I remember another thing that really I remember I was in Lake George on a family trip, and I had to go to bed early because I was very young. And all the adults were, like, by a campfire, like, right outside of the motel. What's it called? I was watching Adult Swim, and I didn't realize, because it was, like, cartoons or whatever, but I didn't really know what Adult Swim was. And there was this one thing where Grimace was I don't know what show this was or anything. It was a show where Grimace from McDonald's was on a stage, and then someone announced, oh, the Pillsbury Doughboy's coming, and then the Pillsbury Doughboy gets on stage too, and then the most gory, like, the Pillsbury Doughboy rips Grimace apart and starts eating him.
Oh!
Do you know what that's from?
Was it from Adult Swim?
It was on Adult Swim, and I have no idea.
Was it like a thing that had like a human head, but it was like a spider with long legs?
I don't know.
Okay, maybe.
It was live action, and somebody in a Grimace costume, and then somebody in a Pillsbury Doughboy costume, and they just started ripping him apart. There was so much gore and stuff, and I remember I ran outside to my parents because I hated looking at it.
Do you remember Robot Chicken?
Yeah.
Okay, so there was an episode of Robot Chicken where it was like these doctors or these scientists made like this like human head person, but its body was like almost
Toy
like a
Story,
spider.
Bitch.
No,
that's
it's not.
Toy Story.
It was Robot Chicken, and I remember being young, and my mom brought home McDonald's one day. She got me a 10-piece nugget. And I was like, okay, cool, Mom's bringing home, like, a 10-piece fucking nugget.
Mom's bringing home.
But
Mom's bringing home the nugget.
This thing in Robot Chicken ate or destroyed kids, like, children. And I remember I was a children at the time.
I was a children.
I was a children. And I remember being so petrified because you watched it, like, take off the head of a child and, like, start eating the child. And I remember being like, Mom, I can't eat. I don't want to eat because I was so petrified. I'm just so scared. And I just remember, like, associating, like, that with, like, eating chicken nuggets.
Oh my God.
It was terrifying.
I remember,
it was horrifying.
then they went to the Pillsbury Doughboys dressing room, and they were like, Pillsbury Doughboy, what's up with that? And then they started eating the guy interviewing, and that's when I ran out of the house. Do you have anything like that? Was this just something stupid you were fucking terrified of? I used to be so scared of people hiding behind my shower curtain in the bathroom.
I'm
oh my
so
God.
terrified of that.
Yeah.
Well, I have something more on the same caliber of, like, Diana, of just, like, feeling embarrassed because of being a person in the human condition.
Yeah.
So...
Secondhand embarrassment?
Well,
we can decide for ourselves.
We'll just say embarrassment, period.
Okay.
I was a child. And when I was growing up, I did not have the most self-confidence, and I was raised in a household where if someone ever asked me if I wanted something, I would say no. If I went over to anybody's house, do not ask for water, do not ask for food, do not ask for anything. Like, you just, like, if they said, oh, no, thank you, like, I'm okay, thank you.
What if you're thirsty?
Doesn't matter. Do not.
Just die.
I used to be shy like that too.
Yeah, but that was like what like my family would do. Like if we ever went out to like places or whatever like that, they like don't ask for anything, like whatever. So it's Halloween, and I'm in elementary school, maybe in like 5th or 6th grade. I was in 5th grade because I was dressed up as a pharaoh. Probably problematic. Now that I think back to it, sorry. So whoops, I don't know. I was
You
a
were in
child.
5th grade. You were a child.
So-
Your parents probably said, you want to be this? And you're like, yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, like, you don't know.
Whatever. So went to this one kid's house, and he was in my class, and he was sitting outside with his sister, and they were handing out candy. And I was like, oh, hey. He was like, hey. And, like, I, like, wasn't, like, the most popular kid. Like, when I was in elementary school, I, like, wasn't popular ever up until I, like, left school, and then I became cool. Like, that was when I became cool. Like, when it didn't matter anymore.
No, you should have tried it in high school like
Are you
me. It was
cool?
great.
I'm pretty cool now, I'll probably say.
Ew.
I'm pretty cool.
Ew.
I think you're pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm, like, pretty cool. Anyway,
You
so...
should have just started like me in high school. And then
You guys are
college.
not cool.
So...
You guys are not cool.
I'm
walking
kidding, I'm
down
sorry,
the
I'm
street.
sorry.
I'm walking down the street.
Sorry.
And so, like, I say hi, whatever. And so then I have, like, my little, like, pumpkin basket thing. Where, like, you know, I'm about to go. I'm getting some candy.
Just a little pumpkin.
Little pumpkin pharaoh just coming to get some Snickers bars. So,
Want some Snickers?
so his sister goes to me, goes, oh, do you want some candy? I just went, oh, no, thank you. I'm trick-or-treating.
It's Halloween!
I'm literally trick-or-treating. And then my sister comes up, and she goes, oh, Veli, why don't you go get some candy? And I was like, okay. And so then, like, now I have this really awkward scenario where they just asked me if I wanted candy. I said no. My sister comes up and says, go get candy. I say okay. So now the sister comes up with the brother who's in my class up to me
Oh.
and to be like, oh, here's some candy. And I went, oh, thank you. And then
Aw.
literally I could not make eye contact with him for the next 2 years straight.
That
Oh my
sucks.
god.
Literally, I was in 5th grade, not until 7th grade, and even then I felt uncomfortable looking at him.
I bet he like didn't care.
He probably did not give a flying fuck.
Yeah.
Literally, for the next,
you
like,
knew.
2.5 years, I literally, every time I saw him, I was just reminded
Yeah.
of this horrible
Oh, I
Mack
hate
truck
that.
slamming into me at 500 miles an hour, of this woman saying to me, do you want candy? And I said, no, thank you. On Halloween.
Yeah.
I bet she remembers though. I bet she remembers like I remember that woman, and I bet she thinks I wonder how Veli's doing for the
Aw.
next like 2 years.
Yeah, right.
I remember.
Yeah.
Okay. So his older
The
sister
mom.
goes. His older sister goes. I remember that woman and thinks about me.
No, how I remembered the woman. From the
Oh,
pop show.
okay. I thought like his
You
sister
just
was like,
said
I
it like-
remember that woman. I wonder how Veli's
No,
doing.
yeah, that's what you said.
Well, what I meant was how I remember the woman. She must remember you. I think poor Veli didn't know how to behave.
What an abysmal embarrassment.
I'm-
Embarrassment.
Embarrassed.
Embarrassment.
I remember one time when I was in like 7th grade, or no, I'm sorry, 6th grade, and I went up to my crush, and he was like kind of like,
course you did.
okay, thank you. And I went up to my crush, and I remember he was like the class clown, right? So everybody wanted to be his friend. Like, he was funny, so of course everybody wanted to be around him, wanted to be his partner for a project.
What kind of funny
So-
stuff would he say?
I don't know. I don't remember.
What did he say? Well, why'd you like him so much?
I don't know, because he was cute, I guess.
And he was a clown.
Shallow.
Oh, the teacher would be like, so class, today we're going to learn about Pythagorean theorem. And he'd go,
And I'd be like,
More like Pythagorean fail.
So we were all doing this big project where we would take this big segment on Egyptian culture.
Really good joke.
What? What?
Diana's cracking up over there about your joke.
No, I thought of a better joke.
Oh, okay. What is it? What is
The
it?
clown guy said, "Hey, what was the formula the teacher said? Because I couldn't Pythagorean theorem."
That's really good.
Pythagorean
That's
theorem.
really funny. Oh my god.
Stop this.
That's so funny. Oh my god. No,
Shameful.
that's really good.
Please, Katie.
Oh, I don't know if I can go on after that. Anyway, fine. So we would do the Greek Olympics. And so what we did was we would do the Greek Olympics, where basically we would dress up with the what's it called? With the headbands and
Togas.
the togas and everything.
The laurels.
Yes, the laurels. Is that what they're called? The laurels.
Laurels.
And we would learn about everything about that time period.
Navidades.
So we were all working on a project together as a class. So you would go as a class, work on a project.
Were
and
you
then,
in a laurel?
Was I in a laurel?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, eventually when we did the kind of big thing.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. So we were all in a class, and I went up to him, and I can't remember what I asked him, but I went up to him, and all of these people
Here's the
were
story
around
about
him.
what I asked my crush. I don't remember.
No, I remember walking up to him, and I went to go ask him something, and I asked him something. And everybody, like literally, I'm not even kidding, half the class was at least surrounded by him because he was doing something, he was drawing something, and they were going over it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't remember.
Just get on. And he
I
was
don't
drawing
remember.
something, and he was
So-
wearing a toga, and the teacher was there. I don't remember what the teacher was wearing, but
So
like,
I went
And then
up
he
to
looked
him,
at me and he said, "Did you just come out of H&M?" Sorry.
and he goes, "Did you just ask me if I had nipples?" But in front of the whole class.
Did you ask him if he had nipples?
No.
But Katie, you don't remember, so you might
pencils.
have.
I asked him if he had pencils, because he had colored pencils, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go talk to him, blah, blah, blah. I asked him if he had colored pencils. I said, oh, do you have colored pencils?
do I have nipples? What are you,
And
a
he
freak?
went, did you just ask me if I have nipples?
Katie's a pervert. She wants to see his nipples.
I saw a girl's
No,
nipple.
that's not what they said. They were just like,
I remember in third grade, I
what?
saw a girl's nipple, and she was wearing a tank top. I went, what? I'm not supposed to see that stuff.
Did you get scared?
Yeah. I was terrified. I remember there was this one thing that happened in fourth. I remember it was fourth grade, and we went on this field trip, some museum or some shit, and at the gift shop they had these markers that you're supposed to write on cookies with these markers. But I remember everybody on the field trip fucking buying these markers, and they would take them back to school and they would just lick them all day. There was like literally 70% of my class was like, ooh, we got the edible markers from the gift shop. And they would just lick these markers, and they were decorating markers for cookies or whatever. Everybody in my class, I didn't have enough money. I remember I wanted a marker.
Aw.
I remember I wanted a marker, but I didn't have any money for the field trip. So like 75% of my class had these markers, and they were just licking them.
Did they
fucking
taste
weird.
I have
good,
no
though?
idea. They're like a stupid gift shop thing.
They don't taste good and they don't taste anything.
20, yeah, you draw on a cookie and
Yeah,
then
they
you
don't
eat
taste
the
like
cookie.
anything.
It's like okay to eat,
just what, sugar?
but don't
No.
don't like crack
is
the
it?
marker and drink the fucking juice, you idiots.
That's
Because
what they were doing?
no, they were just like licking
Like
this
a
marker.
lollipop.
Yeah, but it's a marker, so they all thought they were cool little fucking shits in fourth grade. Everybody, 20 minutes later, everybody stampedes into the nurse because they all have diarrhea at the same time. There's so many bathrooms in my fucking school, and everybody with these colored tongues looked like idiots. Holding themselves, bouncing up and down with like green tongues and shit because they're idiots.
What was
Fourth
in
grade.
those markers?
It's whatever. It's like food coloring, but you're not supposed to ingest that much. So everybody 20 minutes later got diarrhea. It was fucking
Stupid.
terrible. Yeah.
I didn't know food coloring gives you diarrhea, does it?
No, it's not that it
upsets your
gives you
stomach.
diarrhea. There's a certain like it's a fucking
It
marker.
upset their stomach.
Yeah, it's a marker.
You're allowed to have a little. Like, how much food coloring do you add to colored things? Like a drop or two? They were just like sucking these markers down.
Can you do that one more time?
You know what actually makes food coloring?
Bug juice.
It is bug juice.
Bug
No,
juice.
it really
It's
is.
always bug
It's
juice.
a crushed up female beetle.
Good.
Are you talking about the color red?
Talking about red, but red makes like other colors.
What's
sometimes, too.
blue?
Well,
It's not necessarily specific
What's
blue. It's just a
blue?
crushed up bug that
What
makes
bug
the
is
colors.
blue? Belly, what bug is blue?
What bug is Blue Valley? You're wearing fucking bug juice right now, I bet.
I am pouring bug juice. Bug juice me, baby.
I have in my notes.
My glitter's vegan.
when me-
Cruelty free.
Flea.
Cruelty flea.
I am the cruelty flea. I have written in my notes the time me and Velly babysat like
Oh, man.
5 15-year-olds at Six Flags.
What?
2 years ago.
Yes.
2 years ago?
Throwback.
It was me and Veli.
Like, from this date 2 years ago.
We got shit-faced at Six Flags, by the
Within
way.
20 minutes.
And they're all these 15-year-olds that we're, like, basically field tripping.
Yep.
Wait, how did you watch 15-year-olds? What? How?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's me and Veli
Tell them
babysitting
to go back
5
again so I can
15-year-old
babysit them.
friends. Like, and what's it called? You know how, like, how do I phrase this? Like, just, like, straight little boys are just so... Not ambient, but what's that word? Like, so...
Ambient.
They're so, what's that word where you're, like, very passionate about something?
Enthusiastic?
No. They're very passionate about being straight.
Yes.
And I remember this one kid, I don't know who he was, but he just said one time he threw up because he saw his own dick. That's how straight he was.
What?
Do you remember this?
I don't remember that.
He's like, yeah, dude, I'm just so straight. One time I threw up when I saw my own dick. And me and you looked at each other and we were like, laughing at this because we're not like there to babysit them. We were just making fun of them so much.
True.
I...
Chris was my date.
Oh.
That was our first date, guys.
Can we go to Six Flags?
I hate Six Flags.
Yeah.
Ever since all the rides give me motion sickness now.
Billy, do all the right things in motion sickness.
No.
Can we go to Six Flags? Can we go on the rides?
Oh, come. I love rides. I love rides.
I love riding too.
Rides.
I like to go for... She's making a perfect sex joke again. Will you go on the fucking roller coaster? You better not... That better have been a double entendre and not just a sex joke.
Yeah, no, I'll ride and ride.
Okay. I want to get scared.
You want to?
Yeah. We never went to a haunted house.
No, we didn't. We should have.
We should have. You were supposed to go with me.
We still
I know.
can.
I'm sorry, Diana. My brother died. What do you want from
Oh
me?
my god.
Literally, what do you want from me?
That was Halloween.
Yes!
I don't have any concept of time.
Diana!
I don't have any concept.
Diana's in here trying to guilt me about not going to a fucking corn maze with her when my brother died and my life went upside down.
Time just meshes together.
Who can say where the road goes
Where the days go.
on Halloween?
Oh,
I have someone curling their penis like a come here finger.
oh.
Would that be sexy?
No,
Yes.
please don't talk about that.
Okay,
Because you can flick it.
we had a band at my school called...
Stop getting all sexy about everything. I did it.
Oh my god, I didn't even do nothing.
Who
I'll put that towards the end of the
say
podcast.
when my dick says...
Okay.
Say where my dick says, Veli says.
So, I want to talk about this shirt that I saw.
Sure.
Shirt?
So, me and Artemis were watching this show, and at one point, they all go to a hospital, and the husband was wet, so he had to change into clean clothes.
Husband was wet?
He fell into a pool, so he had to change.
Wait, he got injured and fell into a pool?
There was a bunch of injuries happening. That's irrelevant to the story.
The husband of a wife that was hurt was soaking wet.
Yes, he was soaking wet in the scene before. When they got to the hospital, he had to have changed out of his clothes into dry clothes. So he had to change into clean clothes. So, clearly what they were trying to show was that he got the shirt from a gift shop, right? It said, "Get well soon" on it. But I think about this for a second. What would you need a "Get well soon" shirt for? Like, it's one thing if you're giving a card or something that says "Get well soon," but who's gonna be wearing the "Get well soon" shirt? Do you buy that for yourself? So you can walk into the hospital wearing the "Get well soon" shirt so you can present it to the person? Because generally, when you wear a shirt with a slogan on it, it's supposed to be speaking to the person that you are interacting with. It's not really talking to yourself. So you would have had to get that shirt to wear in there. Because you're not going to get a "Get well soon" shirt and give it to a person that's sick.
Well, no. Okay, hear me out. Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
He's
He's-
like Jeff Goldblum.
Shut up. He's very lonely.
Uh-huh.
Okay, doesn't have many friends. Buys himself the shirt, looks in the mirror.
Get
So you're in the hospital. You're up enough that you can be up and about, and
so
you
much
go
right
into
now.
the gift shop because you're bored and you can't really leave the hospital. And you
Okay.
see in the gift shop the "Get well soon" shirt, and you're just sad and you're lonely, and you say, "I wish someone would say that to me." Then you think and you come up with this idea. What if I bought it and looked in the mirror?
What if
You put it on and look in the mirror in your hospital bathroom and say, "Thanks for being my friend."
Picture your typical
So sad.
white American husband standing in front of a mirror with
Alone.
the shirt on and nothing else. It's below the waist.
The lights are off.
So then that shirt would have
Get
had to
well
be
soon,
the single
fool.
shirt in the because they couldn't mass produce that shirt because how many people are going to be that sad and lonely buying that
Honestly, okay, honestly, if I saw that shirt for sale at a store, I would 600% buy it.
So would I.
I would
I
so buy
immediately
it.
looked up if there were Get Well Soon shirts. They were few and far between.
That would be such a good shirt to own. Are you kidding me?
I totally agree.
Such a good shirt.
But this is like...
What is this, like General Hospital?
Yes, you would have to go...
Yes!
Would you have to go into a hospital to buy that shirt? Like, why would they sell it at a hospital? They shouldn't sell it there. Because,
People are lonely, Diana.
That's
People
how
are
they do it
dying,
there.
Diana.
You can't even wear that in a hospital. You're wearing a hospital gown.
So he put the shirt on top of the gown, Diana.
And then the nurse comes in, get that shit off.
What?
The nurse comes in,
Get that shit off. I want to fuck.
What?
This is a porno! This is a porno! No, it's not!
I'm sitting here, I'm
It's
saying,
not
what?
a general hospital!
Did this happen?
There's a lonely
Take that
lonely
off.
man.
Take that off.
Gets into the hospital.
He sits in the stirrups. He sits in stirrups.
I know, he's so sad. Nobody
Diana's
loves him.
face.
He's all alone. He goes into the gift shop and gets that shirt. He comes on.
The light comes on.
The hospital puts it on, sits in his bed. The mean nurse comes in.
The mean nurse comes in and says, "Come in."
She's like,
Take that
"That's it.
shit off.
You sad son of a bitch. Take that shit off. We're fucking right now."
We're gonna fuck.
Okay.
Good
Take that
porno.
shit off. We're gonna fuck. A nurse comes into your room to give you medication and starts screaming, "Take that shit off. We're gonna fuck."
I was high one night and I was watching a documentary on YouTube about human quadrupeds. They're humans who have walked on their whole there are humans who have walked their whole life on 4 legs, and they're somewhere like in Turkey or something.
4 legs?
They were walking on their hands and legs, so they were walking like a dog.
So wait. If they're walking like a dog their entire life,
Their entire life.
are their arms and legs like the same length?
Their skeletons are fucked up, and that's what pretty much the documentary is about. But
Oh my god.
I was high, and it freaked me out watching these like, there's like 4 of them, and they had these shots of them walking along the beach like, and it freaked me out, and I just couldn't look away. And then during the documentary, they're going in for x-rays, they're examining their skeletons, they're seeing like what happens to a human skeleton when it walks on its fucking hands so its whole life. And also, as a side thing, they're trying to teach these people how to walk on 2 legs, because it's like beneficial to walk on 2 legs.
But why did they do that to begin with?
I don't know. They just never learned. That's one of the things. They never learned how to walk upright. So they were crawling, and they just kept crawling. And and there's this scene where it was like, oh, Thomas gets ridiculed by the children of the village, and you see him walking, and then these children start throwing they're like, ha ha, and he's just like looking up, and he's getting water for his family from like a little bucket or something, and these children are making fun of him and pointing and laughing at him, and he walks back sadly, and then so they're trying to teach this guy how to walk upright on 2 legs. And it's just not sticking with him, and it's like, so they have all these like weight things and like these things where you walk on 2 legs and you help train yourself, but it's just not working on this dude. And there's one scene where he gets so frustrated where they said he has to go run around the backyard with his dog to calm down. And he's frolicking with the dog. It freaked me out. I hated looking at it. And it said this is the only thing that calms him down, because he runs around the backyard with the
That's
dog.
really sad.
It was scary. It's scary. I can show you on YouTube after this.
And you were ashamed and terrified at your big boner.
I couldn't stop.
Your
No.
big boner?
No! Oh my god, no!
I don't if there were
smell
other
a
people
boner.
around them walking upright, why didn't they?
Because they never learned how.
How do you not learn?
It was 2 sisters and a brother, and they just never learned how.
None of them.
Did the parents walk on
The parents
2 legs?
walked on 2 legs, and one of the siblings walked on 2 legs, but there were just 3 siblings that walked on 4 legs their whole life, and they just shot them walking on the beach.
Did the parents just never
They're
go
like-
through? This is weird.
They're poor people in the middle of, like, Turkey. They live in, like, a house made of dirt. Like,
Make your children walk.
You still know how
Don't
to
have them then.
You still know how to make them go, baby walk on 2 feet.
Yeah, so a couple weeks ago, my cousin and my aunt came from Australia. So they came to pay respects, like, for my brother who passed away.
Yes.
So the day after they came, we held like a ceremony thing, whatever. And then for the rest of the week, we were just like pretty much together, like hanging out as Thanksgiving week. And so during that time, I'm with my cousin and I love him to bits. Like, he is one of the best people that I know, super smart, really educated, like, and he's so funny and like such like a lovely, wonderful human being.
Have you, met him in person before? Because
Yeah.
I remember you telling me that was the first time he was in America.
Yes.
But you've gone to see
they were in
him.
Yes.
Dolly's profile picture
Okay.
for a
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
well,
Yes.
okay.
Give me like 1 second, because I need this doodle snack.
Doodle
long time. That's
snack.
2.
Give me the broken piece.
Give me one.
It's a doodle and a half.
Doodle.
I can feel how hot your armpit was on my leg.
Doodle.
I don't have hat on pits today.
So,
Quote.
during that week, we're just like hanging out, like, just chilling, whatever. And so there was one night where, okay, so here's the thing about my cousin. My cousin's from Australia. I love them. They are the most wonderful people, really funny, really chill, whatever. They're very normal.
Okay.
They're very, very, very normal. My oldest cousin, Leila, she... When I was 18 years old, I went to her and I said, Leila, we were spending a month in Europe together. And I said, Leila, if we were in high school together, do you think that would be friends? And she just went, no.
Oh my god!
And I said to her, I was like, you wouldn't be friends with your own cousin? And she said, oh, Veli, I'm just kidding. But that's her saying yes.
Okay.
That she would not be friends with me.
Why?
Because she thinks I'm a fucking weirdo, which I am, and that's fine. I own up to it. It's okay. She's a doctor. She's got money. She's got a kid. It's fine. Whatever. It's okay. We don't have to be friends. But she said that. Anyway.
Welcome to
so-
the Digiverse.
Welcome to Jackass. This is my life. So,
Oh my god.
so that's just like a preface for their friends versus perhaps my friends. So, I bring Fez, that's my cousin, Fez, to the bar where Katie and Jackie are. So we go to the bar, whatever, and so Jackie and Katie are already hammered. And so, literally, I just, went to Fez and I was like, be ready. Like, I was like, that was literally it, be ready. And literally, upon entrance, I don't know what Katie was on, but she was like...
One margarita. Count them.
Literally. No, Katie had so much to drink that night.
That was when
not
you
kidding.
also showed up.
That's terrifying. So, literally, Katie drank so much, and I don't even remember 80% of the things that you said, but all I remember was that
Me
anything
either,
that I
it's
said,
okay.
you just shat on me. You just destroyed my whole
I
life.
do that sober. I do that
Where?
so sober.
When?
All the time.
Right.
She says, you suck.
I got him.
But I'm kidding. But when I'm drunk, I just don't say that I'm kidding part. But
Right.
I mean it.
So,
You're cool.
whatever.
I mean,
So then
fail.
afterward, the entire time, Fez isn't really a big drinker or anything. Might have a drink or two. It didn't drink for a really, really long time. So him being around,
10 out of 10 drunk Katie.
I just put in real quick
level
that
600 drunk Katie.
this was his. You were telling me this was his first time in America.
Yes,
so
this was his first time in America.
at an American bar as
Yes,
well.
first time in an American bar.
Is meeting
First time-
obliterated Katie.
First
and
time
drunk
meeting my
Jackie.
friends, period.
Yeah.
First time meeting any of my friends, period. Yeah. Well, don't really remember much that night. Not because I was drunk or anything. Mostly just because I might have just blocked it out.
That's fair.
So, I just remember afterward going into the car and just saying, yeah, those are my friends. And he just went, yep.
Why didn't tell the story about what Katie did and what Katie said?
What did you
I don't
do?
remember. That's the
because
problem.
you told me Katie went was it karaoke?
No.
No,
It was not karaoke. Katie was hitting on the bartender.
Yes!
And she kept going, hello, a single woman needs a drink.
Yes!
I am a single lady.
All night long. All night. Yes, you did, Katie. Katie,
Yeah. Belly told me the story, and then Fez confirmed it. Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. Katie, you wanted to fuck the
I am a
so
single
bad.
woman.
I'm not kidding, Katie. I'm not kidding. The entire night, every 10 to 20 minutes, you would disappear from the
Hello?
table and go back to the bar being like, I'm gonna get a drink. And you
Because
go back
I'm
to
a
the bar.
single woman, and I don't need nobody.
Yeah, and you'd be like, and I can do it on my own. Like, it'll be like some dumb shit like that. And literally every single time, if you ever went missing, Katie, Jackie would be the one to be like, where'd Katie go? And then we would all turn to the same direction, and you'd be like, tits out over the bar, being like, hello.
On the bartender's leg.
I
Yes,
swear to God. I
because
swear to
Belly told me
God.
the story, and
Swear to
Fez,
God.
On the bartender's leg?
No, I did not do that on the bartender's
she
leg. No.
literally went, hey, whose leg do you have to hump to get a martini right? She literally said that.
No, I did not.
No,
Ryan,
literally
Shut up.
every single time that like we would be like, Katie, what are you doing? Like, you have another drink right here. You'd be like, I'm a single woman. I can do what I want. I don't have to answer to nobody. I'm gonna have another drink. That would be you every 20 minutes. Every 20 minutes. And literally every single time that would happen, I would look to Fez and Fez would just be like, yeah.
I do remember being very, very drunk, and I turned to your cousin. I was like, I'm so sorry. Usually, I'm not very, I'm not this drunk at all.
You say I'm not like this.
I'm not. I was like, I'm not usually like this. He's like, no, I'm living for it.
I
Like, this is
swear
great.
it's-
Oh, yeah, no,
This is
he thought it was
really
funny.
He thought it was
He
so
thought it was so
funny.
funny.
Okay, the bartender was
I swear it's the
Oh,
Margarita.
it
I know.
was cute.
Oh, so you can remember how cute the bartender was. You cannot remember this single woman bullshit you were pulling the entire night. I call shit. I call bullshit right now.
Okay, I do say that I am a single woman when I am intoxicated
Every chance you
and
fucking
sober
get.
because I'm a single woman.
It's the Margarita talking, guys.
I did have a
Wait,
margarita. I feel it.
did the bartender, what did he do?
I asked him, and I actually, my friend knows him. My friend at work knows him, and I felt really, really bad because I was like, yeah, I felt really bad because I asked the bartender if he was single, and she's like, you know, you're not supposed to flirt with the bartender, right? And I was like, I know,
You
I
wanna
feel
finger
so
me?
bad.
What do you mean? People flirt with the bartender all the
I
time.
know, and that's what
though.
Jackie was
That's
saying,
how
but
you
I
get
still
free
felt
drinks,
really bad. No.
And the entire
No.
night you were like, oh, I'm gonna get another shot. Take a shot with me.
You know what's really
yeah, so
funny?
you remember what you said then. So you remember what you said
I
then.
remember. Can I just fast forward a little bit? When I slept over Jackie's that night because I was way too
Oh, you
drunk
were
to
so
drive.
fucking
I was
drunk,
so
dude.
obliterated. I was so obliterated. So I went back to Jackie's. I slept at her house. I remember sitting down at Jackie's table, and Jackie was like, "Here, let me go get you some water." She grabbed me a Gatorade, and I remember I was like, "Jackie, blah blah blah." I threw up on myself.
What color was it? What color was
It
it?
was all bright orange.
Yes.
Wait. What?
Yes,
You were mid-sentence.
Mid-sentence, Jackie, and I was like sitting at Jackie's glass, long ass table, and I was like, Jackie, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Jackie, so, and I kept talking. I kept fucking talking.
I know Jackie too. She definitely
And
just
Jackie-
looked at you.
She did. She looked at me and she was like, okay, I'm gonna help you clean that up. I was like, no, I'll get it. I throw up on my chest. I have it on my
You're like
thighs.
rubbing it in.
Yeah, rubbing it. At least I'm fucking obliterated. I have the decency to throw up in the bathroom.
Diana's a
never
great
gonna
thrower
make
upper. Diana's a great thrower upper.
I'm not. I threw up all over myself.
Diana's
I
a
threw up-
very good thrower upper. I gotta say.
I threw up right on
I'm like a
myself.
10 out
fucking
of 10.
dog with it.
10 out of
No,
10.
I'm just be like,
I can't.
get in my corner.
You've never thrown up in a place you're not supposed to around.
Oh,
I don't think
Tell the
some
second half of the
some
story about
people have.
New York.
oh yes.
So, okay, so then I think it was the next day that I invited Chris to come out into the city with me and my cousin.
City day, babes.
So it was me, Chris, and my cousin. We drove into Queens, parked the car, and then we took the subway into Manhattan. And so we just had, it was just like a really cute day.
We all had scarves on.
We all had scarves on. It was a brisk winter's day. And yeah, it was just like a really cute day. I think, okay, so this is one thing that I didn't say to you, but I didn't say anything to my cousin either, but I did have a slight inkling. So I never realized just how gay our conversations are until we were with my cousin. Because like he is such like just like a normal like straight. He's like one of the boys. You know what I mean? Like, he's like one of those kinds of dudes.
Saturdays are for the boys.
For the boys, am I right?
Am
Yeah,
I right?
exactly. That's
okay.
no, he's not that kind of dude.
Saturdays
He's not like
are
a
what?
bro
She's
dude.
like, alright, I'm straight. Cool.
He's just like a dude, you know, like whatever.
Dude.
So like, but with me and Chris, like, we talk about how everybody's cute or like really attractive or like you know, I totally kiss that person, you know, like some dumb whatever. And like,
do you remember any like conversations specifically?
I just remember very vividly every single time that any person that you said that you thought was attractive was a boy, and like it just like stuck out in my head.
Boys are cute.
They are.
Boys
No,
are fucking cute.
no, absolutely.
No, they're not.
Some of them.
Mm.
I think I find myself attracted to a person the farther apart their eyes are.
Uma Thurman.
Oh hell yeah!
No, but
No,
the reason
that's
why I
cute.
bring that up, the only reason why I bring that up is because we only talked about boys the entire night, and I have the slight feeling that my cousin thought we might have been dating.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I never realized just how gay our conversations actually
Your
are.
boyfriend thinks that too.
I don't know why that week just literally like evaporated from my memory.
I should have met your cousin. You'd have remembered every second.
Oh my
of it.
god,
Diana, I don't even know who you are.
We kept talking about you.
Yeah, no, Diana, literally every single person that I am friends with or know in any degree of acknowledgement, I literally bring you up in some way, and anytime I bring up a story that has to do with you,
Oh, the egg.
I literally just say, I cannot adequately give you a sincere description of Diana unless you've met her. And I even said that to Daniel. And I would talk about you all the time. And I would say all these things, whatever, and I would always just end it with, no matter what I say, it will not prepare you for what Diana brings to the table. And then Daniel met you, and literally, until now, Daniel says to me, I still cannot believe it. Daniel says to me, I do not know how she is a real person. He has said to me, point blank, I said, well, that's Diana. And he said, yes. She's a character. That is
She's literally
if you were a person in like a video game or something and you had like a description.
She's an Oblivion NPC.
Literally, it would be like that would be your description. Be like, Diana, blah blah blah. She's a character.
And a wolf. I remember we were with Veli's cousin in a speakeasy, like a hidden bar. That we, oh my god, we could not get in for the life of us.
Was
Oh
it
my
that
God.
one that
It was Angel Share.
that one?
Yeah.
And
think
I
it's-
thought it was I thought the concept was so funny where if I wrote something on Facebook, like so heartfelt, like I wrote like a very heartfelt, like, oh, I love my friends and I'm loving where I am in my life right now, like a really heartfelt thing, and then I just ended it with, and I can feel my heartbeat in my balls. Like, what would people do on Facebook when they read that? And your
They would
cousin didn't.
probably ignore it.
Your cousin didn't think it was funny, but me and you were fucking laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, I love my friends and I love my family, and I could just feel my heartbeat in my balls right now. Like, what would you do if you read it? You're like, aw.
Literally.
Oh!
Fez thought you were so funny. He thought you were so fucking funny. It was so fucking ridiculous.
What? Can we tell that story about where we went to a pool party and where me and Katie went to a pool party and we didn't know anybody.
God.
What pool
No,
party?
I knew a few people.
It was summertime. Katie went
knew
to
a few
school with a few people, and she brought me, and I didn't know. I knew like Katie and one other person, and some really like obnoxious boy. His name, I don't want to say his name. And he a very obnoxious boy. His name was Peanut. Peanut Blutus. And he was telling a joke, and he went, "What's a ghost's favorite pie?" And I came out of the water like a fucking swamp monster from the Black Lagoon, and I just went, "Cream pie! A cream pie!" And
No hesitation.
everybody who I didn't know just looked at me, and the kid and Peanut went, it's Booberry. And I looked at him and I said, mine was funnier. Oh, he kept talking about lovingly looking in people's eyes and cream pieing them with your cousin.
Oh my god!
We were talking about Katie.
I love cream pieing so much.
Wait, what? You were talking about me and cream
Yeah, I
pie?
said someone sang inside Katie and cream pied her tenderly.
You were talking about my story?
Yeah. Yeah,
all
I
we-
knew it before it happened.
That's all we do before we just miss you so much.
We talk about how you get cream pie.
It wasn't very good the last time because it didn't happen.
Oh,
He went.
No, it never happened.
oh
No, I
true.
mean it did, but not.
You have to
on
get
me.
back in him and cream pie in him.
No.
I feel like it's not fair that girls can't cream pie in a man.
You can squirt on them.
Okay,
If we
I'm gonna
try
get away
hard
from this
enough.
topic because I'm over it.
You can sound with them.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question to the group. So how long amount of time after the holiday season is over is the okay amount of time to have your Christmas lights up?
Mine has been up for 2 years.
Wait.
Oh, these?
Are you
No,
okay?
there were lights on. I think they're still there.
Yeah, on your porch.
On my
yeah, they're
porch.
still there.
They're
yeah.
still
They've
there.
just been
I've
there.
never taken them down.
Yeah.
Okay,
Are you-
well,
are
Diana's an
you-
outlier and she
Okay.
does not count.
Are you asking
Diana's a
like
fucking reptilian.
me
Prove
personally?
me wrong.
Me personally as my family, or what people say?
Like, what do you... Okay, no. Like, so, like,
Me
you're...
personally.
Like, okay. You're driving down the street, right?
When's the time period where you go, ugh?
You're like, oh my god, take your
Still?
lights down.
Second week of January.
Second week of January. Okay.
Because you go until at least New Year's, and then people have stuff to do during that week because they're done being hungover. They're trying to be done hungover, and
Yeah.
you just kind of relax that week. So second week of January.
Okay.
When you start to get back in the rhythm.
There
of
In the
things.
swing of things.
Yes.
I remember in middle school I had a friend group and we used to hang out on this, like, my friend's block, and there was just somebody who had their lights on all year round.
Some people do
So I'm
that.
just used to it now. I don't really care.
Well, I mean, like, I don't really care either, but...
My family has
What about
kept
you?
their lights up until like February, March.
What's your time period?
June.
Well... I
August.
mean, I would prefer non-denominational lights. Personally, I would like a nice pattern of lights in the shape of, like, I don't know, the
Baby
peanuts from
Jesus?
Planters Peanuts. That would be
Oh.
nice. That would be very nice.
Yeah, those honey roasted.
Or maybe like like maybe
Oh wow!
like
I wonder where you got that from.
Tony the Tiger.
Yeah. Oh my
You
god!
know?
Have you ever seen Tony the Tiger's Twitter?
What the
Go
fuck?
go look at Tony the Tiger's Twitter.
Are there people hitting on him all the time?
Every fucking post Tony the Tiger makes, it's just furries hitting on him. Go look at. I'm guarantee it's still there today. Go look at Tony the Twiggers.
Don't say that.
Tony the Tiger's Twitter. It's all furry people going, oh yeah, Tony, love that tiger dick, dude. I swear to
Love
God.
that tiger dick,
tight ass.
dude.
There's one, oh my god. There's one commercial with Tony the Tiger.
Papa.
It's a foreign commercial because it's not in English. I don't know what language it's in. But the honeybee from Honey Nut Cheerios is in a locker room with Tony the Tiger, and Tony the Tiger unzips his pants and pulls his pants down, and then there's like a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios covering it or something.
I don't even see Tony the Tiger having a Twitter.
Did they delete it? No way.
They must have
I'm
because
not
it was too
kidding.
inappropriate.
I'm looking. Hold on. We'll cut this out.
Yeah,
In
no.
the
there's-
summertime when
I need to
the
pee. I'm
weather
gonna
is
go
hot,
pee.
and she likes to pee.
Where is it? The Frosted Flakes? Frosted Flakes has a Twitter. Yep.
Oh, it's Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
Frosted Flakes.
Hi, Daddy Tony. I want you to fuck me with your big tiger dick at ass o'clock in the morning and fill me with your frosted milk while we're munching on some good old-fashioned Frosted Flakes. That's one comment.
Okay.
B, you ain't the real Tony the Tiger, nibba. Who do you think you foolin'? Not me, you ain't nothing. Don't fist me, frost me, Daddy.
Ooh.
Frost my flakes, Tony. This is one picture. Nut on my hair, Tony the Tiger. And he has a picture of Tony the Tiger. Oh, his name is Please Nut on Me, Tony the Tiger. Look at that. I'm not kidding. He has a picture of Tony the Tiger. His icon is Tony the Tiger.
Oh my god. Is he really that sexy?
Furries love them, man.
Put it in me harder than they put that plane in the Twin Tower. Oh my god, I didn't read that before I started reading it out loud.
Wow.
I'm coming that out.
I'm just gonna keep it.
There's
stealth.
Tony the Tiger porn. Look at this.
Of course there is.
Valley, read some of these.
No. Okay, I will. Give me a good one.
Just scroll through. Look at this. She's crushing these Barry Ritas.
Oh, I thought that fart was gonna be louder.
I can fart for you.
Not on my stuff. I can fart in my own chair.
Oh, this one guy's nice.
Who's nice?
This guy said, "You're always great at everything you do, Tony. Great and good activities for children and adults alike. All part of what makes you great." Smiley face. The spindle-legged stork replied to it and said, he's also a hot fucking daddy tiger. So I'm
Danny,
apparently...
we started this out with you being a furry. You can't say one nice thing about Tony.
I mean, I just don't find him very sexy. I liked Spyro for his personality.
A little purple jumping dragon.
He was so cool.
Wait, what does this tweet say? I could certainly use a hand with my school stuff. I only have paws after all. This dad definitely earned his stripes. Okay, you should have given me context before going through this fucking replies, because there's 600 replies that say, "Oh, I'll give you a hand, all right."
Oh my god.
Here's one of just Tony the Tiger. This is the most recent one. Just Tony on a bike with a dad and a little baby.
Okay, let's go. Tony the Tiger, more like Tony the Daddy. Put it in me harder than they put that plane in the Twin Towers. Nice.
That's bad.
Fuck me in the ass, Daddy Tony. Porn.
Why? Tony the Tiger, why?
He just wants to be wholesome. Pickups.
Ride me like you ride your bikes, Tony. Show Bobs and Vagana.
Bobs and Vagana.
Sit on my face at Real Tony Tiger. Oh, you'll be riding something tonight, but it won't be a bike if you catch my drift, Mr. Tiger.
Wow, what does he mean by that?
I'd
what
love
on earth
if
does he mean?
Hold on. This one is going to give me grief. These next two are going to give me the most grief I've ever experienced in my life for the past 6 years. I'd love if you fed me some flakes and frosted me. And the following one, can you give me those frosted flakes, Papa Tony? But I think this is my favorite reply.
They're just hungry.
This is my favorite reply. This is from Cuba.
Scuba Cuba.
What is this and why is my grandson liked it?
What is this and why is my grandson like this?
What is this and why is my grandson liked it?
Screenshotting that. Hi, Cuba.
Hey, Cuba.
Why are all of our podcasts so sexy?
I don't know.
I was about to get into it, but then I realized that you would have me talking about like how good of sex I've been having
Oh, I want to know.
recorded on this podcast.
Oh no!
I cut out all the boring stuff.
That was funny.
That was funny.
No. Well, since we're already talking about sexy things, did you know that Katie likes to gently shave her clit?
It's true.
me?
It's true.
She told
It's true,
that.
I've seen it.
She's
Katie
told
was
that
driving.
to both of us.
Katie was driving me and Diana, and she said, "Yeah, I gently spread it apart, and I just run a razor down it, get all the hair off. Cause God, it grows back so fast and thick."
I am German.
What?
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Why'd you say it? Why'd you say that of all things?
Because, like, typically when you're German, you're like.
I'm hearing racist stuff right now.
Wow.
I'm literally hearing racist.
This girl,
propaganda.
huh?
German people have extra hairy clips.
But that's not even like a stereotype of German people.
Yeah, why'd you say that? Why'd your brain go there?
No, it's not.
No?
No.
Katie's brain just dripped out of her ear.
Okay, wait. We're gonna have to have a visual for this one.
Oh, fucking
A
Jesus
visual.
Christ.
How am I gonna add this into an audio podcast?
You just throw it in. So I was at 7-Eleven, and I found the most amazing thing that I've ever seen.
Why was that 7-Eleven?
It was called pet beads.
That's cute.
And it's like a pet made of beads. And I thought it was the best thing ever.
As Diana would.
But when I tried to buy one, it's like this plastic fucking beads, right? It was $5.99. I'm not gonna pay $5.99 for some fucking pet beads. That's what I
For
thought.
a bead pets, not pet bead.
It's pet beads.
Bead pet.
It's pet beads. Do you think I don't know? Are you really gonna question me about this? Because I sat there for a moment and really contemplated because I wanted that pet bead so bad. But I didn't buy it, right?
She was in 7-Eleven and she had her thumb underneath her penis head and she was jumping.
But it was probably one of the biggest regrets that I've ever had that I didn't buy that pet bead.
Yeah.
So I was looking on the internet, and honestly, the pet beads was a pretty good price compared to what they are selling it for on the internet. So I went to another 7-Eleven, which I
audio
did.
listeners, can you describe what this thing looks like?
Okay, first of all, let me
Literally,
pull it apart.
oh my god, it literally looks like a Girl Scout made this.
So it's like a bracelet.
I didn't know it did that.
And it turns into a bracelet, right? And it's a circle.
I did
Then
not
you
know it did
pull-
that either.
There's like a bead that looks like a rabbit's head. And then the rest are all just regular beads. And you clip the tail bead into its forehead, and it's a bracelet. But you pull the tail bead out, you twist the beads in the front.
She just pulled it and it looked like it broke, but it just turned into a worm with a rabbit's head on it.
You twist the leg beads, and then you twist the back leg beads, and it becomes like...
Can you pull it
becomes
again?
an animal.
Oh my god, what? That's a snake.
And then you...
That's a snake with
It's
a rabbit's
crazy.
head.
It's so innovative.
Innovative.
What?
Innovative.
What?
Innovative.
And it's just great, and it's wonderful, and it's multi-purpose. It's a multi-purpose toy. You can wear it out and about in your day. And if you're bored and you're sitting there and you're sitting there at a McDonald's table, you don't want to be there, and you wish that you had left earlier, but you have nothing better to do, so you
Who
pull.
brought you to McDonald's where you don't want to be there? Did this happen? You know, you spoke so sternly.
It just
about
happens sometimes that you go to McDonald's and you don't want to be in the McDonald's.
What? I hope that thing starts talking to you soon.
I hope so too. But then, yeah, you have a toy to play with. You can make it gallop around. It's stretchy, it's movable. It's great, and it's beautiful. So, the pet beads at Walmart, the pet beads everywhere. They were all like $12.99. You have to buy a set of them for $25.99. I'm not gonna pay this much for a fucking pet bead. So I go and I find a Chinese knockoff, right, from China. And it took about... It was from China. It took like a month to get here.
Literally, China.com?
It was on eBay, but it was for $2. So I bought it, and it finally comes, and it's like the ugliest fucking colors. What is this?
I like
Who
that.
designed
I
this?
love
Shut
it.
up!
The red, yellow, and turquoise and pink?
Yeah.
Listen,
You got
it might
for
be the
$2.
bastard child. It might be a bastard child, but you will give it love because all it wants
I
is
like
to
that
be
thing more
loved.
than I like you right now.
Agreed.
The ones in 7-Eleven
You're
were
being ugly.
teal and pink and
You're
purple.
being ugly. You are being ugly.
Listen, I
It's
wanted...
literally trying its best.
I wanted the brand's name
It,
pet bead.
it came all the way from China, and you're being so ugly to it.
Listen, I'm still gonna love this pet bead for all that it's worth, but I want the name brand.
If I was that fucking pet bead, I wouldn't love you back. After hearing the things you just said, me and Velly are fist pumping right now. We are so in.
How could you say that about my pet bead?
How could you say that about your own fucking pet bead?
Listen, I only speaketh the truth.
Oh, shut up. When we leave, I want you to have alone time with that pet bead and make it up to it.
Whatever. We're gonna go to
You fuck
McDonald's when I don't want to, and I'm gonna have a nice sit down with it and talk about it.
Talk
So
about
yeah.
it to it. You're gonna look at it square in the face and say, "You're ugly," and I
Are
hate
you
you.
rubbing your hand on Cherry?
No, I felt something wet, so I was seeing if there was anything wet on Cherry.
I thought you were wiping your hand
No,
to make
I literally-
dirt on my girl.
I thought I felt something wet, so I was rubbing on Cherry to see if there was something wet. I wiped my hand on my pants.
That's a good answer. I
You know-
accept that answer.
Thank you.
I got it right now in the past, like, fucking 3 minutes, you know?
Listen, I just wanted to share with you about pet beads. If
You
you
wanted
find the
shit
pet beads at
talking.
7-Eleven, buy the pet beads. Buy the pet beads.
Wasn't this yours?
$5.99.
I didn't want to take my chicken nugget into the bathroom while I was pooping, so I left it on the...
And then forgot about it.
Yes.
Bon apple tea, baby.
What's she saying? It's disgusting.
I'm Chicken Little.
Fuck Chicken Little.
Chicken Little.
Chicken Little was supposed to be a girl.
Fuck Chicken
Chicken
Little.
Little is a girl?
Yes.
Since when?
Since the original story.
Yo, guys, Chicken Little or Jimmy Neutron?
Neither.
You have to pick one.
I won't.
You have to pick one.
No.
Yo, Jimmy, you're really not gonna back my boy Jimmy right now?
Dude, it's Jimmy Tom and Jimmyville.
It's Jimmy fucking Neutron. That's
If I had to pick, because I really hate Chicken Little, I would pick Jimmy Neutron.
the
but I
real
don't think-
title is Jimmy fucking Neutron, but Nickelodeon said, "Guys, you gotta workshop that
You
title."
gotta tone it down.
You gotta workshop that title.
The Scarecrow walks at midnight.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the Sonic movie.
Why did they make him scary?
I'm glad they made him scary, and I'm glad Jim Carrey is playing Eggman.
What?
I'm so 100% for this
I didn't
movie.
know that. Jim Carrey's playing
Carrey.
Eggman?
Jim Carrey hasn't done a role in 99 years. He's coming out to play fucking Eggman.
Eggman?
Eggman.
He must be a Sonic fan.
He must be a pygmy bitch.
Diana, I know you know it. What's Eggman's full name?
I don't know Eggman's full name.
Yeah, you do. Are you trying to act cool in front of the microphone?
I don't
really?
know Eggman's full name.
You don't know
Oh, you're trying to
Irving
act cool in front
Ivo
of the microphone.
Robotnik's full name?
No,
Yeah, right.
I do
Oh,
not.
you're trying to act cool in front of the microphone.
She's
I only
acting
know
cool in
him
front of the
as
mic.
fucking
Acting cool
Dr.
in front of the
Robotnik.
microphone. Diana's acting cool in front of the microphone again.
Diana's acting cool.
Listen to me. I know him as Dr. Robotnik only, okay? None of this Eggman shit. Like, I don't care if he's shaped like an egg. He's a doctor.
I thought it was
He's a
Sonic made up
Robotnik.
like he's making fun of him, calling him Eggman.
Yeah.
But then he started naming his robots like Egg Robot. like
Eggbot.
It
Literally
looks better
Eggman.
as a fucking insult. Why is that his real name?
If someone-
You know what'd be so good? Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
I wish Eggman named all of his creations different variations of egg dishes.
That would be cool.
That would be so good. Like, he made a little robot.
Omelet. Scramble.
This is my joke.
Scramble.
I was gonna say scramble. It's my joke. I want to apply the
I need to
delivery.
take a big shit.
Well, now that Diana's gone, let's talk shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate the way she comes in and she sticks up the place. She talks about her pussy and
Or poos.
Ooh.
I hate the way that when she just smiles, you can smell it.
one time I lost a raisin in a girl.
You lost a raisin?
No, you didn't.
We were playing around.
No, you didn't.
we were playing around.
Ew.
We were playing around.
What?
We were playing around. Playing around what?
A raisin, idiot.
The
Duh.
campfire? Like, I don't
We
understand.
were playing. I lost a raisin in a girl. How? It's playing around.
I hate you. Why?
And it was lost to this day. Like,